and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. Today we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Yellow Jackets will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Off play action. Coming after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
That might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and throw the football down the field. But I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job at it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play.
29 Philly, 2-0 in.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Brings up second down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Knowles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's after. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign of the offense when you have that many people running free at the running back. That means guys up front aren't getting the blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still...
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up any bit of yard he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder...
Open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that haunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Using his legs, it's high. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them. their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time he provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little,
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
Number 9.
man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back in his 4-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They go to the counter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after a solid pickup.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the catch at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to go over that 6 for the house.
Number 6.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the quick completion. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup and 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 1. It's 3rd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far.
Is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. He'll toss it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to run through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running point.
And that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Gillian. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Seminole. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Georgia Tech, set.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Lamb. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled, tried to deliver it and bring up 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because...
Touchdown, no! And once he got loose, it was all over. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have no nation here in the shop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now, 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole play goes short passing game, long passing game. All
Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen. And your Broncos defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Georgia Tech offense will take over.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And oftentimes running backs end routes because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick up lanes.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge game there.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game that I'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up by 17 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
And the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quick. Together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Makes his connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The aerial assault continues. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, again, I hear the James offensive guys can't catch it at all. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard.
The Seminoles want to move quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
2-9 Philly. Timber.
He's going to pass. Looking for a deep man. Snags it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Banged into the air near the goal line. And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. The option look. Now the pitch. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, no! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jackets.
halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Lamb. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Steps away. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. offensive spear flaming. A first down for the offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The play action fake. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets look to do some damage in the red zone.
325. Alert. Unlock.
The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the field.
Hold down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the quarterback pulled through and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Let's not say they cut into the field goal. Maybe just, a little bit of a wave with their fingers. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now now he can turn up field for a big game or two.
Take 4-6 every play?
On the
Yes,
set.
please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself.
Complete. He's brought down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Easy. Clear.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Ready?
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Lion. Lion. Last.
He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but defeats. In the vernacular of the Seminoles, they just keep chopping.
Just find that guy. Just let him keep working because he is making himself open every play. Peter Ward, big-time players make big-time plays, and he is balling.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And sure tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a fourth down.
They'll try it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the change for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the double.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10.
Cobra.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move, it's Osborne. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth.
On the ready.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
63, Georgia Tech, 10.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offense are the ones that run the ball. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. We saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the ground with the back. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop with the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in pace here. They stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. You could be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Third down coming up.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Pressure coming. Finds his man down the middle.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. The defense better do something about it.
Georgia Tech, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of it.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
Cricket.
The give to the lone running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long.
Easy.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team's incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.